With this one here, it's a couple different ways you can approach this. First of all, it's saying considering these two equations, determine how many points of intersection they have. Well, if you want to find out where they cross, you want to say that y equals this, y equals that. You can substitute 4 in place of y. If you've got y equals that, put the 4 in place of y if I know that y is also equal to 4. So if I do that, it becomes very much like one of the problems that we've kind of seen a lot of here recently. And that would be simply a solve for x type of thing. If I add 5 to both sides, I end up with a 9 equals x plus 2. And that's a convenient thing because now the only way of dealing with this is to take the square root of both sides. And to do that, I get an x plus 2, and it's equal to plus or minus 3. You have to remember the plus or minus 3 because there's two solutions. Part of the question was how many solutions. Looks like there's 2. If I subtract 2 from both sides, I get x equals negative 2 plus or minus 3. Okay? Now, the negative 2 plus 3, that gives me a positive 1. X equals 1. The negative 2 minus 3 is equal to a negative 5. But keep in mind, we're kind of used to solving for roots, and that would assume then that we would say one of our solutions is 1, 0, the other is negative 5, 0. Well, keep in mind, one of the equations is a y equals 4. So if I looked at a quick sketch of the graph, I've got a horizontal line at 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes right through there. But I also have a parabola that's got a vertex at negative 2, negative 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so if I go back here, I've got a parabola that's doing one of these little deals. All right. And then the question is how many solutions? Well, it's fairly obvious, hopefully, that we can see that there are 2 solutions, and these solutions are not x-intercepts. Okay, so we go back and remind ourselves if y is the 4, and that's what we plugged in, then that would mean this point here is 1, 4. It's the one that I found as my x value, but the 4 is going to, I mean, they're all going to be 4s. And over here, this is going to be a negative 5, 4. Those are the 2 solutions.